What's up, you guys? It's Danny Williams.
And Lucas Tyndale.
And we are back with another episode of Chattin Live.
We have a special guest today I'm excited about today.
We've already done like a interview.
Our
own Chattin Live for real.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to bring her on. I know so many people were sharing her flyer. We're like, oh, I'm so excited to be on. She said people were texting her, like, you know.
We got Rachel Pettis. She is a life insurance expert.
Yeah.
You know, people, and I think it's a great time of the year as we are heading into a new year for people. One, to think about, are they covered? Mm-hmm. Are their children covered? What are we doing as far as protecting ourselves from the inevitable? We're all going to be gone one day, right? So, I mean, hopefully it ain't today, but one day we're going to be gone, and are we going to have something to leave behind? Or our family's going to be struggling for funeral expenses. Yeah. I sadly had a loved one pass away this year, and her job insurance was just disappeared because she was sick and in a nursing home, so she wasn't going to work. So then that disappeared, and I have an aunt who watches the show all the time. She stepped up and she paid a lot of money out of her pocket to make everything my aunt wanted to happen at her funeral happen.
And you know, I think a lot of us have life insurance, you know, trauma, horror stories. Same thing happened with my grandma. They thought she had life insurance. She had been paying on life insurance all this time.
I remember you saying
and
that.
when she passed, they was like, there's nothing available. We're like, and there was not, you know, my grandma prepared us, you know, and to who to talk to and where to go and all but when it happened, we only had so much time. The funeral home was saying, we got to do this, we got to, you know, do that, we got to.
And you're breathing.
Yeah, and I got to make all these business.
And it was COVID, and I mean, it was so much going on, right?
Me and Tip took a loan out, and we had to do, but like.
I remember when y'all paid that off or something. Like, that was a big deal.
We celebrated it,
But that does not have to be our lives.
Yeah.
Like, we could come out, somebody pass away, and not only can we pay for the funeral, but we could have something to give to the next generation. You don't have to be wealthy in life to leave something to your children, and I don't think most of us know that. And so many families have built generational wealth through insurance and even living benefits and things. And I know we're going to talk to Rachel about this stuff. It's going to be great. So if you're watching live or by replay, we want to welcome you. What's up, Mandy? Thanks for jumping in. That's our girl.
You know, and another thing that I'm excited about too is, you know, a lot of times, like when it comes to like being an adult and having to think about these things in life insurance, these are things that should be taught in school. Sadly, they're not. So, you know, I'm happy that, you know, we have this platform and we know these great people and they're able to come and share their expertise, their time. And she's going to enlighten us and educate us on life insurance, but she's also sponsoring 4 people to start their own agency. So she will pay for their license.
To get their license, to work with her, to be mentored, trained. She helps them get up and running. Getting that life insurance license is the first step, right? You could help a lot of people make money at home, in your sleep, all that stuff people always dreaming about, talking about. She's going to talk about an opportunity for that today and how she's going to be sponsoring some people to make that first investment.
You were trying to get the sponsor and you was going to just ditch Lucas Live. That's what I heard.
I did.
That's what you said.
I said, if I did it, I could invest more in Lucas Live. If I might do it, invest more in Lucas Live.
But she said, you can sit you can sit wherever. And so if anyone's looking for a stay-at-home job or want to work from wherever, and, you know, she'll come on and let us know. But she said she's making that money, okay?
She coming.
I'm just saying. Right now, I think we all need to make a little extra.
Come on now.
So.
Because the price of everything is crazy.
Okay, so I am super excited again. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
You know, we really have a nice relationship with our sponsors. I don't think they're just businesses we're throwing up and just saying, hey, these are people that give us money. They're like a real relationships and people. So earlier this morning, we had Panther come in and shoot her Mentor Stark moment. She did a great job. Can't wait for y'all to see that.
Yes.
Shout out to Lori over at Mentor Stark. We do so many fun things with her. We're always just texting and talking and building that real relationship with people. And being able to, you know, help each other grow. You know what I mean? Like, she offers a lot of great things and stuff for us, and we do the same for her. She brings kids in here to learn about, you know, media production, things like that. So it's a relationship. So shout out to Lori over at Mentor Stark and our girl Anomaly, even though
Well, we didn't do nothing wrong.
We didn't
do
it wrong.
Pick up our stuff.
We didn't do our stuff. We a little late on it. Why we always light like that.
And when you get stuff from somebody as a part of your deal, you think you'd go pick it up a little faster. But we're going to.
You think you would, right?
We got to educate, motivate,
we all
liberate,
excited about
t-shirts,
hats and
hoodies
putting
and
in
hats.
we designing stuff, and it's just
right. She's making our dreams.
We need to be on the show with our stuff. What's going on? Like, shout out to Anomaly. Okay, we're gonna get it together.
Wonderful minority-owned business. Wonderful. Crystal Dawson Johnson, right there on Cromer and 30th Street. In the 30th Street Plaza. Go check her out. She has things in there you can purchase. Get your gifts, support her. And also, if you want anything customized, custom merch, you could go online and do the online things, or you could support a local business and have that local business support you. And then she can let you touch the material, feel it, think about it, decide what you want to get, and she can do pretty much anything. So shout out to Crystal Dawson Johnson at Anomaly.
Also, CSC is popping up right now. Listen, you guys are in the CSC chat, and later on throughout the show, if you have any questions, drop them in the CSC chat, and we will answer them. Rachel will have all kinds of, I'm sure you better have life insurance questions, or she's going to pull them out of you.
I know.
And she's going to tell you about yourself, and then she's going to tell you why you should get it. So that you
if
might
you're watching
have
live or by replay, you better be locked in.
Drop a question and then
anywhere.
tag her so she can get back to you to answer the question. Don't think because you missed the live that she can't reply still to a comment that you might have. So if you missed the live and you still have a comment, just tag her and ask her in the chat underneath this video. Okay?
Yes.
All right, and then Jessica Danielle nails. Oh, look.
You got some basically Jessica Danielle nails, except by another
Tiffany
one of her
did
people.
my nails. I made a video because I was like, I haven't had my nails done in 10 years. I've been with DJ for 9 years. So then, never know. No, I put press-ons on before and little overlays and stuff, but like these ain't going nowhere. These are locked in, locked on. I said I feel like my nails was like suffocating and stuff, but I'm okay now.
That's not a good advertisement. I saw that part of it where you're like, my nails is dying underneath.
It was more like I had to get used to it. People get their nails done all the time and they feel naked without their nails. I feel too covered up with my. I just feel like it's something I gotta get used to. But
sometimes
they're really
I feel like that when it comes to my ears, but I'm not gonna say anything.
With the headphones on?
Yeah, or sometimes like I used to have my ear pierced. But anyway.
Oh, you trying to be funny?
I wasn't saying it.
You trying to be funny? Have your ears ever been pierced?
Yes. My left ear. I used to have my ear pierced.
Left ear.
Yeah, right there.
What's the left side mean?
That was the way to do it back in the day.
What's
for
the
guys.
left side mean? Does it mean something? Because they say certain stuff.
It did mean something.
What do you mean?
Well, no, it meant.
What do you mean?
It wasn't. The other side meant something else, but that doesn't really mean that, and we leave people alone. The world has progressed, come a long way. Okay, so guys, we'd only get one, and you got to get it on the left side. It was a big rule. It was like,
they get both now, right? Y'all get both now, because when
they do.
Green one says that.
I think my son might have both his now.
I think they do both now. They do both now, and we've.
Yeah, we
do both now. They do nose rings now.
Yeah.
Y'all do dangly earrings.
I don't do dangly earrings.
I've seen some football players.
Lawrence Taylor used to do that, a football player back in the day.
Earrings.
Shout out to United Boxing Club.
Shout out to United
You guys
Boxing
go
Club.
check them out. $40 per month or $90 per something. I missed that what that said. But check out Marquise Vargas at United Boxing Club. Great way to get in shape as you go into the new year. You want to do something active and learn how to defend yourself at the same time. Why not go to boxing training? That's a great thing to do. Great place to go check out. So go to United Boxing Club right there on Wirtz, not far from the fairgrounds, right there in Canton, Ohio. Make sure you guys go check them out. And follow these pages of these businesses you see popping up. You see them behind us. So shout out to United Boxing Club, Anomaly, Mentor Stark, CSC, Jessica Danielle Nails. And don't forget about the True Body Company. Get your African Black soap with jojoba oils.
Don't do that.
Jojoba oil.
Don't do that.
Jojoba oil.
That.
I don't know. What is it? It's a bunch of J's. Jojoba. At least the J's are consistent. I don't know. It's like Jojoba, Yeshua.
No, you know when we had Nay come on with Lady Nay, our little master herbalist. There's a herb that I use often, and I've been butchering it. We actually had it growing out there. Remember, I was like, "Oh, look!" It never grew.
I didn't ask what that was. She was growing out there.
It never grew. I wasn't growing it.
I didn't know. I was like, you had all those kind of lights and stuff. I was like, what's all that? These are studio lights.
You are lying. Some little like you would put cigarettes outside. We are in a plaza. We live in a plaza. We in a plaza. So I looked out. You know, it said, I call it Incancia. And she was like, remember I told her I said it like 3 times because I couldn't grasp it. Wait,
don't say it.
No,
you about to say the same thing. Enchantania?
Yeah, something like that. Goodness, echinacea.
Oh, echinacea.
Like eczema, but echinacea.
Okay. All right.
Oh God, I could not figure that out. But I was like, wow, I use this all the time, and I don't even know how to say it.
Right.
So,
what's up, Leanna? Thank you so much for don't like the dangly earrings on men.
just saying.
Just saying. What's up? What's up? It's not good for men.
I mean, like,
What's up?
I just think some things can be left to women. Like,
Y'all
like
always trying to take everything.
like, no, why y'all taking everything? Why y'all getting y'all nails done? Why y'all getting I don't understand. Why can't we have colored fingernails and y'all just don't need that?
I think you're right.
For what?
I think you're right. I don't judge, but
I ain't judging them. I just feel like.
Well, come
all
on.
right, come on,
man.
That's a whole nother show for another day. That's a whole nother show for another day. I'm just.
I done been in the bathroom. Men barely wash their hands. How you gonna have your nails painted? You in the bathroom?
You know what?
The bathroom. You can always. I can always wash my hands because ain't nobody else doing it.
Before we get the guest on, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell you, when I was gonna get my nails done, I was rushing out the house and I was hungry, and DJ was cooking, and I didn't have time to I couldn't eat what he was cooking, so there was 1.5 piece of pie left. So I took the whole tray and just put it in my car and I was eating it on the way there, right? So I'm licking my fingers and all that in the car. And when I go in to get my nails done, I was like, Tiff, do you make people wash their hands before you do their nails? She was like, no. I said, you should.
Because I just licked every finger I got.
I just licked my fingers before I came up in here. You getting ready to do all kinds of. You should. So
you definitely should.
If you're a nail tech, make your clients wash
your hands because they might be in the car licking pie off their fingers. That's just gross. What's up, Kamar Vincent? I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for joining the show. Caleb Williams with the win with the nails. Thank you so much for joining. You guys have a chance to win today. If you have ever thought about getting into life insurance and becoming a life insurance agent, today you have a chance to win the opportunity to have your training paid for. Did I say that right? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. I want to make up stuff. You're going to get $1 million in life insurance today. Just making up stuff. No, you're going to get your life insurance training paid for. What's up, Aunt Lane? If you're thinking about it, come on. Aunt Lane, if you want to get into life insurance and you want to sell some life insurance, you can get your training paid for here today. We're giving away 4 of those today. I think 2 from Mandy, who's here in the chat, and 2 from Rachel. They're all on a team together. They do a lot of great things together. Rachel is my life insurance agent, ladies and gentlemen. So if anything happens to me, I want a thorough investigation. But then, after that, then, let my family go ahead and get the money. You know what I'm saying? Let them get it. All right, I'm excited.
All right. We're going to have fun.
Yes,
she got a lot of energy. We're about to just sit back, relax, and chat live. All right. Rachel Pettis, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you right back.
And the ad was on loop, and I was like,
we
watched
hanging
that twice.
Right.
See, I told you I was gonna be chatting live. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Yes,
good to finally be on the show.
She's been waiting to do this.
She might get a whole office in the front. She said she might.
I know she might come in with us, right?
We'll take it. Office in the front.
Let's go. Let's get a little team hope.
Regulate the traffic in and out.
Okay, I like that. Appreciate that. We need that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to be here.
I'm excited too.
You said you've been wanting to come on.
Listen, y'all, I get turned up about life insurance, so I'm trying to we'll keep it a little low, but it's so crucial, and it's just what we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
it's the game. It's the cheat code. It is the absolute cheat code
in life.
Well, okay, so let everybody know who you are, introduce yourself, and then let us know what you do.
So hey guys, my name is Rachel Pettis. I was born in California, but my family is from here, so from 6 on, right? So I'm a Belden Bear, a Hartford Bear.
Okay, Belden Bear.
I am a Timken Trojan.
Okay.
We represent.
I have recently been converted lightweight to a bulldog, halfway.
Okay.
I like that.
My nephew's there playing basketball, and my cousins did go there. So pretty much what I do, if you guys see me around locally, I'm actually the store manager of the Walgreens on 12th in Cleveland. But my actual business and passion is life insurance. So I am a life insurance broker. Technically, I hold the position of junior regional director. I'm partnered with a company called, Chosen. And we're based out of Houston, Texas. It is a Black-owned, faith-based led company. Absolutely. We talk about prayer. We move from scripture because honestly, guys, we just educate people on life insurance. So there's no hard selling. Everything is just basically us explaining the cheat codes and why you need to buy yourself some money. Because that's what life insurance. Life insurance is buying money.
Buying money. How's that work?
Help us. Just that's what I'm gonna ask, Betty. I was like, we want to have sophisticated questions. Like,
so listen.
Right.
How you do that?
So basics, right? So listen. So you're one of my clients.
Yes.
Every month you're buying money because when you pass away, your family's gonna get money.
That is deep. I'm literally and it's so funny because I said, one, I need to get, I want to say certified or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I need to do it. You've been telling me this for years.
It's one of the easiest certifications you guys will get.
Did not know that.
To be a
life insurance agent. To be a licensed agent.
Why not?
So we have agents, guys. So a little bit about that, because let's get into
Talk
the
to
meat.
us. Tell us.
So first of all, as a life insurance agent, guys, I've been doing it for 3 years. So the benefit of being a life insurance agent, part of my income right now is residual. So I get 15 checks a month, whether I sell a policy or not, based on the work that I've already done, the families that I've already helped, right? I have a team, so as my team of agents work, there's an override on that. So some of my income is passive because I'm training agents.
Right.
And that's not included in the 15 checks that I just mentioned.
Oh, that's not 15.
And that doesn't include any clients that I will see this month and start new policies. So life insurance, a lot of people are like, well, millionaires need 7 income streams. No, you need one business that generates multiple income streams. Life insurance can be 3. So think about it. If I do speeches, if I sell ebooks, that's 4 or 5. So life insurance is going to be all 7 of my income streams.
Wow. That is absolutely insane.
And in Ohio, guys, it costs $172 to get licensed.
And you're giving out 4.
We are, yes. I'm going to sponsor 2 people. Mandy Williams is sponsoring 2. So what that is your online study materials are about $40. We're going to sponsor those. They're typically $200. We've got a discount code to take them down to $39.95.
Love that.
The test is about $43. I think fingerprints and background check is about $70, something like that. But literally, guys, I have people enrolling in the study materials on Sunday. They're testing by Friday.
And passing. Let's go.
Okay, what do you need to know?
So essentially, it's old school I hope the Department of Insurance isn't watching this. But essentially, what you do is it's an online study program. So you basically pound through the chapters and you get to the back half, which is basically mock tests. And so think about old school vocabulary words. And the reference I use to people is, you know how when you took your driving test, there's that signal that kind of looks like this, and you don't really know what that means until you're going too fast on a street that's curving. You're like, that's what that means.
Yeah.
So a lot of the insurance learnings is just that. You just need a baseline, because once you get into the business, that's when we teach you everything. So it's really when you're sitting down with a family and they're like, hey, I have cancer, or I want to leave $100,000, or how much do I need? So the real learning is when we actually sit down with clients. It's not getting the license to sell it.
Right.
So that's why we tell people,
to get in.
Burn through the study materials quickly, get yourself licensed, and after that, so literally, if someone starts today and they study, we take people 4 to 6 weeks from no knowledge about license, unlicensed, to being able to collect commissions in insurance. So literally, my goal for my agents, when they get their code with the insurance companies, we're writing policies. We're making money then.
That is wild stuff.
Listen, we gotta get.
This is the last day of Lucas Live Media.
Okay, we gotta shut the lights down.
But wait, y'all gotta get licensed.
Oh, we gotta get licensed.
We're gonna get licensed
6 more weeks.
We're gonna keep the building.
Yes.
And then we'll just do life insurance.
Okay, boom.
We'll do the seminars and the appointments here.
We'll do it all here. It's really simple. We can be doing
Lucas
lives
Life
every
Insurance.
day. Lucas Life. Yes.
We're gonna have a classroom in the front.
Lucas Life.
We're gonna do a classroom in the front office.
Listen, all of that. All right, so I want to talk about something relevant to what I see on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I remember my mom saying when I was younger, when you get older, you start losing people more. She's lost so many friends, and now I'm to that point where I'm losing friends, and I'm seeing people, and it's this shocking. Dang, that's crazy.
Right,
you know what I mean?
just seen her.
Or something tragic happens, or they were sick all this time. It's dang, But then what I see after that is the hard work people are doing when it comes to making dinners and doing a GoFundMe and doing this and doing that, because they have to pay for. Yeah, they gotta pay
she
for
wants
these.
to shut down
I know
GoFundMe.
these funerals and stuff, but you gave me a price earlier on life insurance for your kids, and it wasn't even $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think what's going on with our community? Why haven't they bought into it?
Yeah.
Why aren't they using it? Why are they doing GoFundMes and selling dinners when tragic things happen? If it's as affordable as you're saying, why aren't we?
I think people just don't know. And I think it's 2 things, right? So I think if we grew up in a family where like our grandparents had life insurance, right? So back then it's like the white guy, he's coming to the door, he's knocking, he's collecting that money every week, right? And what happened was almost the same thing like your grandma. They never said, oh, hey, this is a term policy and it's going to expire in 30 years. Or it expires when you're 65. Or, hey, if you don't make this a permanent policy, when you're 70, it's gone. And our parents have just paid because they trusted that person. And now we have insurance trauma because we're not paying into something that doesn't pay out. So some of it's generational trauma. And then the other part is we just don't know because you don't have anybody like me to be like, girl, it's $5 or $50,000. You know, and you just don't have the person to tell you, like, do you know that, like, for $40 you can get like several hundred thousands? Like, there's just not enough of us, which is why I'm sponsoring 4 people, because even now I've been in insurance for 3 years. I think I just in the last 6 months got local agents. So like Natasha Shegog works with us, Lavette Hall works with us, Letitia Porter just joined us. So we're just starting to get a local presence now. Yeah, because actually 90% of my team is actually in Dallas, Texas. So I have a national business, but
Mandy
now, so Mandy's out there leading the charge.
All right,
I know.
Down.
Mandy's menu, like, man.
We appreciate
She
it.
took good care of me though when I was out there.
Okay,
yeah, we still ate
Team
good.
Hope, is that?
So the team is Team Hope. Yep. And we're partnered, like we're within the chosen agency. But yep, the team is nationwide. I probably have like 60 licensed agents total.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've got 60 total. We got listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got a whole powerhouse.
No,
like,
wait.
Even if you're in a different state, you can get life insurance. So if you're in the US, you can get life insurance. And by the way, everyone can get life insurance.
Right.
Everyone.
Even though
right now there's policies that will cover everybody. The difference is there's something called the waiting period. So there's a 2-year waiting period on some policies.
Okay.
But everyone.
Meaning I can get the policy now, but if I die before the 2 years is done, because of some pre-existing condition.
Because you have pre-existing conditions,
okay.
yes. So typically, someone that even right now they could say, I have HIV. And I have cancer. And in my mind, at that point, I'm like, okay, no one's going to cover them.
Right.
There is a company that is going to cover you because they're not even going to ask health questions. They want to know name, address, how much coverage do you want, what's the payment method. But you're buying that policy understanding it's not going to pay out that death benefit for 2 years.
But after 2 years, you have it for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
So, like, essentially, let's say someone gets diagnosed with it, right? Right now, you're like, dang, you're thinking in the future, you know, and, you know.
Which is also why, guys, you have to get insurance when you're young and healthy.
Yeah.
So we don't have to have this conversation.
Yeah.
But hopefully they you know, in the third year, they're covered, though, because that 2 years is...
Okay. And even when you, in those 2 years, if you pass away, the company's going to give you your insurance premiums back plus 10%.
Really?
Yes. So you're not out of the money.
You're never losing that money.
You're never losing the money.
Plus 10%. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And for most people, getting insurance. So, but okay, that was a, let's say, outlier case. This is
so that's
somebody
worst
somebody with
case
HIV
scenario.
and cancer.
So a lot of people are like, I can't get insurance because I have XYZ.
Right.
You can get life insurance if you have anything.
Okay.
Now, those policies are going to be a little bit more expensive and they're going to come with a 2-year waiting period. But most people, which is why we encourage people to get insurance when they're young, right? Yeah. Another thing in our community, a lot of our children are diagnosed with autism.
Okay.
Kids can get insurance when they're 14 days old.
Wow.
Most kids are diagnosed with autism around age 2.
And that affects premium costs?
It makes them almost uninsurable.
Are you serious? It puts them into this category that you're talking about?
I just had to tell a mom that her kids could not get life insurance for a 5 and a 16-year-old because they had autism.
Why is that, though?
Because there's not enough. Because insurance companies sometimes, like, autism can be very, very minor. Or you can have autism that is so severe that someone has to, like, so it's the spectrum. But a lot of times some of these health conditions, the insurance companies, it's a blanket, right? If you got this, we're not taking you, right? If you got this, we don't take you, right? If you've got diabetes, you've had it before 45, that's maybe a complication. So there is, and again, that's the learning after the license of what all the things are. But most people, with diabetes, if you've had cancer and you're like 5 years in remission, you can get life insurance. There are companies that cover people with HIV. That is not the 2-year waiting period.
But you're saying most people, so 2 things, just to go back. With some with almost any pre-existing condition, there is
a policy.
It may be more expensive. It may have a 2-year waiting period. There is a policy.
There's
so
a policy
it's
for
not
it.
like your bad credit. You can't get nothing. You can get something. It's just going to cost you a little bit more.
Credit really isn't even a factor in life insurance. Like, it's a small one, but it's really it's the health conditions.
Yeah.
It's the height and the weight, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm 5'11" and I weigh 290. You might be out of the height and weight regimen.
Right.
And so there's nothing else. So, like, it doesn't matter if you're perfectly healthy.
Right.
So
what happens there? So again, are you saying you can cover those people?
So I'm saying we might have to go to a different company.
Okay,
I'm telling you, hey, this is the best policy that you can get.
Yeah.
And I need you to go lose 30 pounds, and we can be in 90
Let's get
days.
together today. We can get you in here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the regular person. So we just talked about some outliers, and we let people know you may be an outlier, your family member may be an outlier. They can get coverage. Know that now. Let's talk about your average person.
Yeah.
Your average person, it's not hard to get insurance.
It's
Help us
not-
understand.
no, it's
that.
not
I
hard
don't
to
know.
get
Because
insurance.
me and my
Still, I
family
need to
get
get
life
it.
insurance.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
get it
for
today.
example, like, say I do a lot of work with Mutual of Omaha, right?
Yes.
Mutual of Omaha is an A-rated carrier. There's policies that, like, I can pull out my laptop, log in, and Danny can have coverage today when I leave.
Yes.
Because it's going to be automatically approved.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
people that have like no health conditions, don't need a medical exam, and a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to take the medical exam. Sometimes the medical exam helps. And it kind of goes back to if you have a condition. So I had a customer and she has MS. Typically MS comes with tons of complications.
Yeah.
This lady was not medicated. She was like, I literally have the best case of MS. So for her, I was like, so you need to have the medical exam because your labs and your reports are going to come back better than how they just
the
rank.
average
Yeah.
that
Correct.
they're looking at.
Yeah. So a lot of times, let's see, I've had insurance for the last couple of years. I think I pay $50 and several hundred thousands of dollars of insurance.
Wow.
I also don't have any health conditions, and I'm in the height and weight range.
Yep.
But most people, like, we can get you something. And when I'm saying this, I'm talking about $40 or $50, average adult, several $100,000.
Yeah, I think, like I said,
We
me and
just
my
don't
wife
know.
have insurance.
We just, like,
I don't even
I don't think
remember.
you're paying $40 a month.
Maybe like maybe our
Yeah.
total is 80 or something. I don't even know.
So for two adults that are healthy,
I don't even think about it. I never think
Yeah.
about our life insurance. I just know we have it. I feel good that we have it. Met with you years ago.
And that's how it should feel.
You hooked us up. You took good care of us. You explained it. We signed up, and it just comes out, and it's just one of those things that's better than Netflix coming out. It's better than Disney Plus coming out because those come out too.
those come out too, but there's no value.
There's no
in
value
those.
in
Like,
those.
there's nothing else that you're gonna pay
no money.
$10 or $20, $30 a month. That's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give you $100,000.
You know what's crazy to me? Like, we're talking about insurance, right? And like, I have a car on leasing, so they required me. They
Full coverage.
required me to
Yes,
get
me
full
too.
coverage insurance, right? But if I own that car, now it'd be up to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
If I
but you
want
could
to
just get
get it or
liability.
not. But now we're talking about a car.
Yeah.
Yes.
When it comes to my life,
I don't have to have
why are
insurance for
the
that.
doctors like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Y'all are pressing me about getting flu shots and this shot and that vaccine and this, but y'all ain't pressing me about getting life insurance.
Yeah.
Never mentioned it at the doctor. I've never heard it at the doctor.
No.
Yeah, because the doctor doesn't get a cut of that.
Right.
But if he sends you to the
Oh
Walgreens
my
with this
God,
prescription,
so
messed
up.
guess what? Walgreens get paid, and
You
the
know,
doctor,
okay,
and
man.
Pfizer or Merck, whoever it is, right? So there's a whole, that's a whole different show
Ecosystem.
also.
That's a different
whole
show.
different
On the
show.
profit
Okay.
of immunizations and prescriptions. And by the way, guys, again, that is another thing I think as a life insurance agent of someone that works in a pharmacy, the amount of prescription drugs that we are on, especially as a community, is insane.
You see it. You work.
I see it, and the crazy thing is, I'm just looking, and I'm in there like, dang, that person couldn't get life insurance. They couldn't get life insurance.
Wow.
Like, literally, there's a 36-year-old guy, and I'm not going to violate HIPAA, but there's a 36-year-old man here in town. He takes 18 prescriptions.
For
18. How are you alive with 18? Like,
Yeah,
because half of this is killing you, the other half's keeping you
I
alive,
don't
and
even
the
like
rest is
taking
just
Tylenol.
That's
I got a
Do you
headache
see
and
what
I
I'm
don't even
saying?
like
But
Caffeine is
meanwhile,
killing
also
you.
on the pharmacy computer, right? They all like,
They're like,
yeah,
let's
take
go,
this
we love
medicine.
it.
Dang.
So listen, I mean, and a lot of those medicines people don't know. Sometimes those are knockouts.
Meaning
Knockouts
knockout
that makes you
life
uninsurable because
Wow.
why are you taking that?
right. And you just signed
Because
up.
your doctor is getting reimbursed and incentivized to give you that medicine.
Wow.
So yes, sometimes we need it, but sometimes we don't, right? Because the doctor's not going to tell you, hey, you are borderline high blood pressure. We're getting ready to put you on amlodipine, for
That's gonna
example,
mess you
right?
up. Uh-huh.
Now, if you're on amlodipine maybe 5, that's one thing. And we're like, let's, have you lose some weight. Let's monitor. No, they're going to put you on amlodipine with 20 milligrams. And now the insurance company's like, oh, that person's got a problem. And
They about to
it's a whole thing because guess what? even if you're prescribed medicine and you have not taken it, it's still on your prescription report.
Wow.
So when I'm asking you, hey, what are the things you've been prescribed? And they're like, oh, I don't take anything. What has the doctor said you need to take in the last 10 years?
Wow.
No way.
So remember like that night 10 years ago when you had a, you know, and it was like, and I had this thing and like literally I had a lady come up and like, she was like, I've never taken any of these drugs. And I'm like, but you were prescribed them all. Wow. So from an insurance standpoint, you've got conditions that you don't actually
so even
have.
if you, like, let's say, like, cause I've been prescribed medicine and I don't like.
And I'm not
heavy.
talking about like prednisone when they tell you like you gotta, you know, take this little steroid. People will get prescribed, you know, like there's a lady that I had, she's a diabetic. She's like, I'm not taking.
But
that
did she
insulin.
go and pick it up, or is it just?
It don't matter.
It's on the
script
sheet.
was
I'm
written.
saying,
The
like,
script was
that's
written,
crazy.
or they picked it up.
Can
I
you,
took
like,
it once. I
deny
didn't like how it made me feel. It's still on the report.
So that's my other question now. So if I'm in the doctor's office and they say we're going to prescribe you because they prescribe.
Yes, because so you could say, hey, I'm not going to take that. Please don't prescribe it for me. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
look, even that though, the
Even
education, like when we're
even that, we think the doctor's keeping us alive. The doctor is almost about to raise your life insurance premiums by like $80 because so it's all the things we don't know.
I believe.
So a lot of times too, especially when people are like, I'm depressed, right? Because after COVID, right, life is hard. Some of us are depressed and we may need medication, but depending on what that medication also covers, right? Because it might be anxiety, but it also might cover bipolar, it might cover the whole gamut. Wow. So this is what
they looking at you like.
So they just so you might get lumped into
it's
a
an
category.
algorithm. They just looking at the numbers.
It's really an algorithm, and that's why I tell people. And then I'm going to ask you like, okay, so when was that? What are you taking that for?
Yeah.
Because what people also don't know is one medicine that you may take for migraines, I may take for something else, and you may take for seizures because it's different. And so, like, there's so many little details that we have to ask people.
So let me, real quick. So
hold
let me
on,
shout out to people.
Before the chat, hey everybody.
CSE chat,
listen,
what's up?
Listen, I need y'all, if you guys never knew about this growing up, if you never heard, I need y'all to put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. Let us know if this information is new and you're learning right now. Put me in the chat. We want to keep educating y'all. We want to say hi. Hey, Lily. Amanda's going to get to Lily. She wants to get the information to her parents, which is so important. Lily does an amazing job at just making sure that her parents are educated and well taken care of.
Let's talk about our parents in 1 second.
Go ahead. No, the floor is yours now.
Thank you. Parents.
Dee Dee, hello, everybody.
So guys,
Judy, hello,
yes.
y'all. How y'all doing? Thank you.
Especially our parents. Guys, because here's the thing, like, y'all probably the rich ones in the family. You the rich auntie and you probably the rich uncle.
That's crazy.
Nah.
And maybe you're not, but we think you are.
Yeah, right.
Somebody in my family dies out life insurance, they're going to look at me like, who you? And you die.
You're right.
No, baby, I'm
sure.
not.
You're right.
So a lot of times people, I'm like, so are your parents covered? I don't know, I'm scared to ask. Why?
Yeah.
Because your family not going to be scared to ask you for that 40K, 20K, whatever you need.
Ask my dad right now.
See what I'm saying? Like, I know my mom has life insurance because she's one of the people like, Rachel, I got this and I got that. But my mom literally at one point was like, I think I need more. So I was like, okay, cool. All right.
Why would someone think they would need more?
Based on the service they want to have, if they want to be in a mausoleum, if they want to. So it's pretty much what their final wishes are. Okay. But guys, I cannot stress enough, if you don't know if your parents
text
have
your family
insurance,
right now. I just text my dad.
You need to ask the question. And if you're scared, call me. I'll ask them.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing, when it comes to life insurance, and I think it was my Progressive app or my Guy app, whichever one I had before. But it was like add life insurance for $5. Is that legit? Still kind of
it's legit. Yeah. Those are
I
legit.
thought $5 was like, what are you talking about?
But see, the thing is, sometimes you have to read that. Like insurance with your credit union, so the Geico and the car insurance most likely is life insurance because those agents usually sell PNC, which is like life and home plus the life insurance. You just need to check because sometimes it's accidental death. It's not actual life insurance, so you got to be killed, in an accident for that.
I didn't want to have to take you out there to take care of your family.
Like just accidents, right? So accidental, right? Or sometimes it's just a lower policy.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But those will pay out. So typically, guys, that's the other thing. You got to know what coverage do you have. And you need, like Judy, guys, we need insurance on our husbands, our wives, because here's the thing. What happens when that other person passes away? And God forbid that person is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just paying for a funeral. It's like,
it's
I could lose everything.
Like literally, I think people don't understand, like life insurance, guys, is the thing that, it doesn't just keep you off GoFundMe. It keeps you out of homelessness. It keeps your kids in school. It keeps you driving the car that you're making payments on. let's talk about stay-at-home moms or the girlfriends with
Lily needs some more.
or the or the girlfriends with the guys that pay all the bills. What happens when he's out of the picture? Like,
wow.
There's this
Like,
kind right
we gotta
here.
Ask him to pay for your life
we gotta
insurance
keep
instead
people.
of-
No, you need to spend some of that money.
Yeah, that he's giving
The
you.
leftovers, right? So you go to Jessica Danielle, you get your designs. The leftover, that allowance, baby, you got to need a life
gotta
insurance
go
policy for that
over
man.
here,
Because aren't you
right.
trying to keep up your
You can take a
lifestyle?
policy out on
Right.
somebody else.
Yes.
On your husband or your yeah. I can,
Listen, there's the policy, there's the covered person, there's the owner, and there's the payer.
So even if the person doesn't have life insurance, I can still take life insurance out on you.
Well,
Not random people, your
Not
family.
random, but
Right.
believe it or not, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
you know, what about
you guys actually could because you guys are considered key man in this business. So literally, you guys
She
could
could be like,
have-
because something can happen to me and the business goes down, it can hurt
Yes,
her.
or, because
Yeah.
like it's Lucas Live Media. So what happens if you
Right.
pass away? Like, where does her
Right.
income from this go?
Right.
Right, and what does that look like filling in while she tries to replace?
I'm a little nervous.
Right.
If Danny started taking out insurance on me and I disappear, y'all. Just you
So-
saw it here.
So
Rewind back
you
this
do
episode.
have to have what's called insurable interest. So you can't just be like, yeah, that guy over there, I'm gonna get insurance
Yeah,
on.
he's
Right?
like-
You
he's
either
like,
have to have a
right.
business
Right.
relationship, or it needs to be your husband or spouse. And
Yeah.
those people, a lot of times, they do need to consent.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
literally, so for example, when I did the policy with mom, hey mom, I'm gonna get a policy. Are you okay with it? And
You
a lot of
became the
times,
payer?
I'm the owner and the
Oh.
payer. She's the insured.
And if something happens to her, you get the benefit.
I'm
Now,
the
what about
beneficiary,
somebody's
and I'm the
owner?
person that's
Does she get to
calling.
choose the beneficiary, or you got to choose? 'Cause
Well,
you're the
since
owner.
I'm the owner, since I'm the owner and I'm basically paying for it, it's me. But
Yeah.
so say like your mom or somebody's like, I want to get insurance, and I have a client and she's like, I need all 5 of my kids to get a portion. So there's 5 beneficiaries, split it up equally.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you decide who the beneficiary is, and the only rule with that is don't make minor kids the beneficiary.
Yeah.
Because they cannot collect the money properly, and someone's going to have to go through probate and prove that they're financially responsible for
Yeah.
your kid and all of that. So just make sure your kids are 18
Yeah.
and
Right.
up if they're going to be the beneficiary.
Mandy left a comment, and I was gonna ask something about life insurance. Like, is it just for when I die, or
No.
what
Oh my
can I
gosh.
get back from it?
Living
I
benefits.
said, okay, this is
Let's
something.
talk
Listen,
about this.
so
All right.
oh my God. So if you get nothing else, if guys get nothing else from this entire thing, living benefits. A couple
All right.
things. Living benefits are not in your job policy. They're not in your job policy.
So she repeats.
Living benefits are basically why we say life insurance is for the living. So essentially, if you become critically ill, so you have a stroke, heart attack, chronically ill, or you are diagnosed with being terminally ill, you can tap into your life insurance. So for example, say you are a 35-year-old lady, you can get a term policy for about $50 a month, and it can be worth up to $500,000. If you get sick with any of the things I just told you, you can tap into up to 90% of that policy. And what I mean is basically the insurance company's going to ask you, hey, what do you have? You have to qualify for medical, but they're going to direct deposit you a check.
Wow.
And what you do with that money is whatever you need to do.
Yes.
So mortgage, bills, and you stay at home and you recover.
Yeah.
And I've had a client who did this too. She bought a policy for me. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she did have a job. So she was getting short-term disability.
Right.
But we all know there's still a shortfall in that between, what you're getting and what they actually pay. But however, all of that money was sent to her. She didn't have to think twice about how am I going to pay a bill. Matter of fact, she was buying extra stuff, right?
Right.
Literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, I have a client, guys, who put a down payment on the family home that her parents bought here in Canton from insurance.
Wow.
Like when I tell you guys, insurance is buying money,
That's amazing.
right? So think about your aunt, right? So her job policy expired, but she has a personal policy. So while she's in the nursing home, depending on what those she could have been tapping into that money.
Wow.
And had it. So it's covering the nursing home expenses, right? It's covering our later in life long-term care expenses, guys, right? It's leaving behind something.
Yes.
It's not, and that's, we just don't, it's built into these policies.
Yeah.
And it's one of the other things we just don't know. So I tell people, it's almost like creating a disability policy that you own.
That's
And
amazing.
it's crucial for people think about our entrepreneurs, right? Like if something happens to you and you can't talk,
Right.
you can't make money.
That is a problem. That is.
You know what I mean? Like if you were, God forbid, diagnosed with throat cancer.
God forbid.
Do you see what I'm saying? But you could call Mutual of Omaha,
Okay.
and they're gonna send you a check.
That's amazing.
So you can pay your future AI person that you're gonna build.
I never exactly. You know that.
Right. Like,
I'm gonna have an AI twin. Y'all not even gonna
Listen,
know.
the
I'll be
AI
like,
twin is
you
gonna
know
be here
this?
with Danny. None of us would
Nobody's
know.
gonna know. Nobody's
Funded
gonna
by your life insurance.
Yes.
All for
That's
under
amazing.
$50 a month. So guys, life insurance is buying money. It's buying a paycheck. It is paying off your house, right? Like it's the cheat code. So here's another fact that I was looking up the other day. So, and I don't know if people want to drop this in the chat. Yes, the older you are, it is more expensive, which is why we tell people to get it younger.
But say they are older.
But,
Should they
so
not
say
get it? Is it too late?
No, so say you are older. So say someone is like 50 or 60 and they're in decent health. They could get a policy for $50 a month.
Okay.
So it's really like, are you in good health?
So if they're not in good health, can they get a policy?
Yes.
It's going to cost them $200, $300 a month?
No. I mean, guys, really, I don't think I've sold a policy for someone older like over $100. But they were written a lot of coverage.
No,
and I'm telling you, like, and that person over $100 is like in their 70s, they're smoking, they've had strokes.
A 70-year-old smoker is possibly.
Listen,
No, not
a smoker stroker.
A smoker stroker. The smoker stroker.
Literally.
A policy for $100 is not that much.
Well, here's the problem though, right? Mm-hmm. What happens is we don't talk about life insurance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've worked for 40 years, but now we didn't have a job that has life insurance, and now $100 is too much because I'm on a fixed income.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that's the problem.
Gotcha.
But this is also where, to Danny's point, we say, hey, Mom, I have 4 siblings, so you can't afford $100 a month. But $25 a piece for us, yes. Mm-hmm. Or here's the thing, you don't have siblings you can trust? Okay, well, all 4 of you get a $25 policy on your mom.
Really?
So now it's like, Lucas, when somebody, you're gonna have to come with your share, but so there's so
you
kids,
you got 10,000.
You can have multiple insurance policies.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can get money from all different.
You can get money from listen, guys. This is what other cultures and this is what rich people do. Yeah. And here's why: the average life insurance policy payout in Ohio is $132,000. Wow. $132,000. How many people in the last 30 days have known someone that passed away? Yeah. In the last 30 days?
Yeah.
Do you think between the 3 of us, we know 5 people that have passed away?
Yep.
Yes. Guys, 5 times 132 is over $500,000 into the community in 30 days.
Wow. Insurance for everyone.
Insurance for everyone. And if you think about it, guys, like, the funeral home is going to ask you for money up front. The average funeral that's not a cremation in Ohio is about $5,000.
$5,000, right? Yep.
So you figure a double funeral is $10,000. Yep. So some of this money that, so you can get a $10,000 policy on and that's probably in the $50, $60 range that I'm talking about. Yeah. Right? But some of those policies are the same. It can be instant approval.
Like burial benefits.
Like you call me today, we talk about information, I hit submit, you're approved, you're covered. Wow. So if something happens to you tomorrow, you've made one payment. Wow. I have clients that have made one payment. They pass away. They're getting a check.
What?
Yep.
Because you're borrowing money.
Most people aren't in that 2-year window. Most
people are not in the 2-year window.
Thank you.
They're not. So. Yeah, most people are not in the 2-year window.
They're insured today.
They're insured today.
They make that first payment.
Or you're making a medical exam, which is basically they're going to come take some blood out. People are like, I'm scared of needles. But are you scared to be on GoFundMe? You scared to be broke?
Exactly.
You're scared to have your kids and family lose
Are you? I mean, because that's the other thing, right? If something happens to most of us, our siblings, our parents are going to absolutely take our kids. Yeah. But
how are they going to pay?
Is it fair to me to take your kids, right? Because my kids are adults now, right? So I'm in the, middle age. I'm like, not gonna get a groove back because they ain't not that type of life. But I'm at peace. Right. I have a dog at home.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens literally, like if someone in my family passed away tomorrow, now I have your kids. So now I'm going back to preschool. I'm going to daycare. I'm a football or soccer mom. I'm going to ballet and groceries and maybe daycare because I still have to work.
And the city and like the foster system doesn't pay for families who have stuff. They may give you a little bit of voucher or something, but you don't get nothing.
No, and that's really they're looking for help. But the help would be if we took care of ourselves in the beginning.
It really is like, think about it. Right now, $132,000 is life-changing for most people. You think about the median house, and that's probably paying off somebody's house, or it's definitely paying the rent, it's paying the mortgage. If your kids are in college, like the lifestyle is maintained, right? It's not gonna cover forever, but it's a damn good start.
Absolutely.
And guys, $132,000, we're talking about $20 to $30 a month. Like that's not even a that's not even a policy. That's not even a big policy.
That's a basic policy. 20 to 30. We spend, Netflix is going up to this.
Yes.
My son just told me Xbox Live, which I didn't even know I was paying for at one point, but apparently I'm not anymore. He paying for it now. He grown too. He grown. But it's like went up to like $30 a month or something. I'm like, to play games online? What are you talking about? That's half the price of a game every month. He's like, yeah, that's what it costs. I'm like, that ain't me. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to be playing no games.
My credit card came off the Netflix. The kids are covering that.
Okay.
I actually haven't watched TV since last January. I locked in. I'm about covering the community.
Oh,
I haven't
look,
watched television.
I didn't realize the comments was going like this. First of all, somebody asked you a question, okay?
First of all, thank you guys.
Thank
Everybody
you
who's
guys.
involved. Brandon,
No, I was
Rob,
kidding.
Sharice,
Can someone
Ron.
have insurance on you and you not know it? Girl, they better not.
Oh,
Because
okay.
what?
They better not, because that means they have given probably your driver's license number, your social security number, a lot of your info, and they probably also forged your signature on the
Okay.
application. So as an adult, no, you should not, someone should not have a life insurance policy without you knowing.
Okay. Sharice says she loves the industry. Rob Thompson said, wow, I saw her last week for the first time since the 90s, and here she is again. Wow, very,
That's
very
my boy,
valuable
yes.
information.
Yeah, I looked at people in the store.
Brandon
Yeah.
Douglas
Sexy
said,
guy.
I'm not having no fish fry for somebody who died. They better get their insurance with Rachel Pettis.
Brandon, we're
period.
not.
We're not doing no more fish fries. We're not doing because we gotta.
Maybe if we did less fish fries, we'd
Right.
have less.
Literally.
Maybe
We gotta- we know
maybe
better,
if we
we gotta
took
do
the
better.
money that we spent buying the fish
Come on
and the
now.
labor that no one
Ooh.
got paid for frying said
Okay.
fish, all the right, we was at Dollar Tree buying all of the paper styrofoam. No. And here's the thing, guys. GoFundMe also takes a fee out of that.
Yeah.
Right? All that
Yeah.
money doesn't go to you. So
Yeah.
GoFundMe is a for-profit
It's a
business.
business. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So as we listen, this has been the most. I don't know. Obviously, every show we talking. But I feel like this is the most talkative show because you've been giving out the most valuable information, and the whole time you've been talking, I'm like, this is somebody in our community is going to help us as a generation when it comes to culture. People just not having the proper education. Sometimes we're ignorant because of our own choices. Okay, there's YouTube, there's books, there's all, and now there's
Yeah.
Rachel. There's Rachel that's in our community that is ready and willing to give out all this information to. I mean, this is
Listen,
this
we're about
is
to drop
generational.
we're about to drop my real phone number on here.
All right,
Let's
let's go.
In Canton, I fully expected. Don't make me get on Facebook later when I have 3 texts.
Okay,
Like
let's go.
everybody I know.
Because you just told me earlier, life insurance for my baby is $6.
probably $6 a month.
If you got kids,
And by the way, it's going to be $6 a month for the rest of his life until you guys decide what else to do. So the price doesn't go up.
$6 a month. If y'all got kids, I need y'all to put a blue heart if you got boys or a pink heart if you got girls.
If you guys
put it
have
in the
kids,
chat,
there's no reason why they don't have life
and
insurance.
everybody in the
'Cause y'all got
chat
Netflix.
is going to DM her, call her, whatever they have to do, and you're going to spend $6 a month.
Starting
Me
in
too.
2026.
I'm with y'all. When
Yeah.
we're done with this, I'm doing it. I'm
Yes.
not like no. So I'm doing that, but I'm encouraging y'all to do it too. If y'all got babies, if you are obviously a living, breathing human on this chat right now, and you don't have life insurance, let's go. We got to
Yes.
get together. All right, now
Gotta get
before
it.
we do wrap this up, you are giving away for.
Yes. So what we're going to do is, and it is a giveaway, but I need you guys, number one, I take this very serious. This is my passion business. We are a fiduciary. You do have to be locked in and willing to give people great information. Everything on the back end, I will teach you, I will train you. Mandy and I are going to do this as a joint effort. So essentially, we study with the online platform. So you're going to enroll and you're going to study online. I'm going to help you schedule your test. We're going to pay for the background check. So we are pretty much going to cover every single expense for you to get your license. So you can work part-time, full-time. There's no quotas. I'm not going to be texting you in the middle of the night. Like, did you call people? Did you do any of those things? I'm just trying to get more people understanding that you need a second income. Guys, these jobs are not loyal. In fact, 300,000 women, Black women, have lost their jobs this year in 2025. Wow. So if you guys are someone that is going to a job and that is your only income stream, I hate to tell you, you're setting yourself up for failure, especially if you don't have life insurance to tap in, especially if you do not have savings. And the reality is, guys, most of us do not have what it takes to do it. So and we didn't even talk about like cash value life insurance that you could tap into, some of the entrepreneurs, that's a separate conversation.
We are going to get in that in just a second.
Separate conversation.
Because I know Rob is a guy who's an entrepreneur. He's a smart businessman. And he's done investments and things. And he said, everyone absolutely needs it. And he said, I had no idea you could use it in life.
Yes.
Rob, there are some things that you can do to fund things like you and I were already talking about, where you put money into something that will continue to grow and you can pull that money out of that. And I'd love for you to share some more information about that as well.
So money in your life insurance policy. Let's talk about that first.
This is whole life or term life?
So term life doesn't gain any cash value. I guess that's what we should talk about real quick. So term life insurance, guys, is temporary. It's typically 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years max. Some people like to argue, should I have term? Should I have whole? The best policy for someone to have has 2 things. you can afford it and it's going to pay out.
Okay.
Okay, so some
important.
people are like, well, what do I need? So, for example,
and that's what you help people with. I want to highlight too, Rachel. You've been so helpful, but you're not boastful, which is funny because it's like you can sit down and help people figure these things out. Somebody out there right now is watching this, and you're afraid of the medical exam. You're afraid of your age. You're afraid of the cost, and you just haven't taken the step because you don't know and you don't know who to talk to. Trust me, this is somebody who will sit down and privately talk to you, have these conversations, help you walk through it. She did it with me and my wife. We signed up for insurance years ago. It comes out. We're not worried about it. If something happens to her or me, the other person is fine. Our kids are fine. And we got a good amount of coverage for not a lot of money. So I just wanted to say that as people are watching and you're taking this in sort of, kind of, maybe, don't let today be the day you should have made a move to at least take the next step to reach out to her and get more information.
Yes.
Let today be the day you make that move.
And consultations are free. So everything we talk about is free. If you guys already have a policy and you're like, I don't know if this is term, I don't know if it has cash, we do free policy reviews. So I will look at the life insurance that you have, and I'm just going to explain to you what you have and what your options are, what it looks like. I'm not going to try to hard sell anybody into anything else, because a lot of times, depending on age and health, you may be in the best policy that you have. Or say you have someone that's like, I love my job, I'm going to work here forever. Like when I was running a Macy's, I think I had $800,000 in life insurance. So I was going to work there forever, so I didn't need a huge personal policy until I learned, if I got sick, it couldn't work.
So you needed
I need to tap into something. So it really depends on, are people at work and they love their job and they've got, if they're high income earners, maybe you don't need a lot of insurance. But guys, that job insurance doesn't really pay out expeditiously, so you do need something. And the funeral home's going to tell you what else you got other than this job policy.
Oh,
what
that's
else?
nice.
What else is there? Because they just take too long to pay out, right? And the funeral home has, opening the ground, closing the ground. They have initial expenses, and they're like, who's paying for that?
Where's the casket? Where's all this? The stuff has to happen now.
So there's people literally still waiting on job policies to pay now, and they've been dead and gone for quite some time.
I love that. So we're talking about
term, temporary.
Okay.
Term is really good for, say like you, I don't have a lot of money, I'm young, I have a budget. You have a mortgage, so term policies are used for mortgage protection. So you buy a house, you buy mortgage protection, but the one the bank tells you to buy covers the bank.
Yeah, it pays them if you.
But a lot of people have policies and they are term because you can get several $100,000 for cheap. And so if I pass away, here's the policy that covers the funeral. This policy just covers the mortgage. And what people don't know is that can take your biggest liability immediately to an asset. So now you've got life insurance money and you've got a couple hundred. So it's a generational wealth, double whammy right off.
Wow. You have the equity in that house immediately. Also.
Yeah,
yes.
Or it's paid off, which is even better.
Yeah.
So now, like you said, now we got more money options. So now we have home equity. We've got, do you want to sell this? Is this now the family home?
Yeah.
Right? Because what we don't know is Big Mom and them, everybody lived there because they owned that house. They weren't renting. Like when we were little, and we were, going Big Mom and them owned that house. They weren't renting that house, right? And they did that because they, worked hard and different things like that. So then you have your whole life policy. So whole life is a gamut of a lot of things, right? So final expense policies that we write for people that are typically 50 and above, it's called final expense, and that's just because it's a smaller dollar amount, but it's whole life, that's permanent. So when they buy it, it's forever. Yeah. The kids policies that we sell are called child whole life, because you buy into it and it covers them forever, right? So term, temporary, whole life for your whole life, essentially. And then there's a newer product on the market that's called an IUL. It's like an indexed universal policy. And that's where the cash value grows. So it's not like a get rich quick type of thing, but the same way like you pay in and your home equity grows, the savings aspect of the index policy does not lose money because it's not tied directly to the stock market. So this is typically what we're talking about for people that want to retire differently. So for example, I have an IUL because eventually I'm no longer going to work, and that IUL is going to essentially operate as my retirement fund.
Wow.
Because you can put a certain amount of money in there, it grows tax-free. So there's a lot more details of that, but for some entrepreneurs, that can be maybe a way that you guys circumvent having to learn about business credit, and you can start using your own money. It's a way that people kind of deplete their tax liabilities if they're, so it's a lot of different things, but guys, life insurance is for the living. It's buying money.
Wow.
Especially if you're a business owner, maybe with like bad personal credit, right? Because what they don't tell you is some of this business credit is some, but some is, we need you to personal guarantee and all those things like, I need to pay to fix my credit. No, if you're a cash earning entrepreneur, we maybe need to have a different conversation where you skip all of that and now fund your own business. Because here's the other thing. grants are drying up, right? Our government does not want to really support us.
Right.
But imagine if you're an entrepreneur and you're like, I want to launch a new, like I seen Steve on here, I want to launch a new cookware, I want to launch something new, and he's like, well, I don't want to spend all of my personal capital. So maybe he spends it out of his life insurance policy, and then just pays himself back. He hasn't asked a bank. He hasn't had to go tell them.
So
there's no business plan,
let's
right? There's no
here.
all of those hoops that you typically jump through for a traditional bank. If you're using your own life insurance, it's you.
She said infinite banking or be your own bank.
Yep.
Okay,
So the topic. Okay. So that's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's you using a whole life insurance policy, and it's what's called infinite bank because you're basically loaning your money to yourself. There's no bank. You're your own bank. Right. Literally. So you're calling the bank. Hey, this is Lucas. I see this property I want to invest in. I've got $30,000 in cash. I need 10 of it. Boop, right to you.
I'm doing
you make your investment.
You've been talking
like,
about
and it's,
but then you
it's
said
for a
it
lot
keeps
of people.
growing as though you have.
So the money keeps growing interest like you have all of it in there. So for example, if you drop 10K in there, usually in about 30 days, you have about 8,500, and these are loose numbers. 8,500 you could pull out and do something, right? So if you think about it on a bigger scale, you drop 100,000 in, or you build it up to that. You've got 85,000 to invest in whatever you want. It's your money,
right?
So you spend it all, you send it back, you are paying interest, right, to yourself, maybe like 2%, but that's still cheaper than a bank loan.
Right, absolutely.
And it's your own money. And yes, the money, if you got 10,000 in there, it's still gaining interest like the whole time.
That's the part.
Even though you're working, because it's your money, and you're gonna pay. You're telling them you're gonna pay it back.
Man,
like, listen, insurance is buying money. If you guys do not have insurance, we just gotta chat about what your options are, because you'll be surprised to know. For the same amount that we go to, like, everywhere right now, right? Like, we're buying Christmas presents. We're buying stuff kids are about to throw out.
For
2 weeks.
Yes.
Listen, let's
I'm
chat.
listen,
I tell people Black Friday, buy yourself some money.
Okay, buy yourself some money.
Buy yourself something that works.
About people who may be interested in becoming a licensed agent. That doesn't mean, one, that you have to stop everything else you're doing.
Right. Don't stop everything else you're doing, actually.
You just keep being an entrepreneur, keep your job for now, maybe, whatever that may be, that's fine. But to add streams of income, which everybody talks about, it's learning this. You guys are doing some giveaways today. I want to reiterate that for people who are just jumping in and just jumping on. Talk to us again about what you and Mandy are doing today, and what does that mean to someone?
So essentially, I would say, I'm going to give you guys my real phone number. So my real phone number is area code 614-928-1287. 614. Ohio State, look, guys, represent.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
614-928-1287. So if you're interested in being an agent, I would ask you text the word agent, because I'm going to send you some info. So I want you to, we'll have a chat. I'm going to send you a webinar so you can kind of see the CEO of our company, what we do, make sure it'll be a good fit. But essentially, guys, what I do is I work 8 to 5 randomly, and I come home and I get on Zoom and I sound just like this, except for sometimes I'm cracking a couple more jokes.
You are
right?
funny.
So,
You're good.
I crack a couple more jokes.
Okay.
But we essentially just talk about, hey, do you have any debt? What is the income we need to replace? Do you have a mortgage? Are you paying for education expenses? Like, what are we doing for your future, right? You're going to ask somebody, I need to know your height and weight, medical conditions. Do you take, right? We talked about the prescriptions. And Mandy's is in the chat also. So if you guys know me or Mandy, text one of us the word agent, and we'll get back to you. And really, it's going to be like a first come, first serve type of thing. Now, mind you, if somebody hits me up a little later, we're not going to say it's going to close, right? We may not limit it to 4. So, we'll do what's necessary. But guys, my main objective of this is to get someone out with us in the community. We teach everything on Zoom. We use the school app for
that's new
for our chosen learning center.
On school. Alex Hormozy and them. Let's go.
We're on school with a whole learning center. So I'm talking about social media toolbox. So if you're not good at Canva, don't matter. There's an app for that. You just copy and paste these. You take my picture off the flyer, you put your picture on. Because I took the CEO's picture off and put mine on. Like literally.
Okay.
So we have all scripts, tools, social media posts. We'll teach you how to use the carrier. So literally you sit side by side with us on Zoom. So me or Mandy would be your trainer. So the investment for someone is to basically tell me I'm willing to probably lock in for 2 weeks, study and take a test. Everything else we teach you, we train you. It's in the school app, like literally.
How many hours a week? Okay, so after they take the test, how many hours a week then do they need of training with you guys and things from that? Just so people know what they need to do.
One thing with us, because this is a business, not a job, right? So basically everything, I tell you, everything is optional, but there are things that are valuable.
Yeah.
So as a company, we do a training, like on Mondays, our CEO does a Marketing Monday training. So for our insurance, we don't buy leads. Every client or customer I've had has come from Facebook.
Wow.
I've either made a post, I've sent them a DM. Right now, I have an assistant who sends DMs. So if you guys get a DM from me and you're like, why is Rachel texting? It's not me, it's my assistant. That's why she don't know some of y'all.
Right.
But it's pretty much, that's how we market to people. And so our whole team has come from social media, right? And so next thing is going to be YouTube. I got to get on TikTok, start making videos and all of those things. But we teach everything you need to know. Tuesday and Saturday, we do kind of like team rally trainings, recognition. Wednesday, I teach actually like an executive level leadership class. I'm a John Maxwell coach.
Okay.
So some of our people that are ranked at a certain level in the company, I do like leadership. So we are big on building leaders. So this isn't going to feel like, oh, I'm just getting this. No, we're going to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to teach you how to market yourself. And a lot of these skills will be transferable to any other business. Because we have people, insurance agents that are also travel agents. They're doing other real estate agents, credit repair professionals. So typically,
it's another stream.
It's another stream.
And it's another way to help
it's not an
people
MLM. It's not an MLM, so you don't have to recruit. I don't get paid if I recruit you. I get paid when I have you to the point where you're a functioning agent.
And you're bringing in money.
They're
making money before you make money.
They're making money.
Literally.
Well, I make money when they make money.
That's what I'm saying.
But
they're going to make money.
They're going to make money.
Yeah, they're making money too.
Oh,
yeah.
And for me, a lot of times with my agents, I'm like, listen, baby, I get 15 checks a month, whether you do anything or not.
Right.
So I don't need your clients. I have my own.
Right.
So in that moment too, they don't feel pressure for me to be like, well, I'm just doing all of this for, Rachel to get, no. So when I got promoted, this month, a girl joined our team. She hit broker in 6 months. So also, guys, I'm a people developer. So if you want to get on the team and get money and build your leadership, I'm trying to be the CEO of something soon. So I'm looking for some CEO juniors, so for me, business partners. People post I want to have those friends. We go on trips. And I'm serious about that.
Yeah. You're not playing.
No, 2026. I'm trying to move to Dallas to Mandy's house right now because of this snow. Right, but for literally, I want to get to the point where, I said 90% of my team's in Dallas. If somebody's like, hey, I have a new agent and we want to do this, I want to be, hey, I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because that's just that's the level of the need in our community for us to literally be around doing seminars because we've got to get more of this info out. Wow. So that's why I tell myself, I'm going to have to really go full time in this here soon because the business is just growing and the need is there.
It's amazing.
I love that. You connected Rachel and Mandy together?
Yes. Yes. Actually, I meant to say that.
Look at that.
Correct. Lucas got me one of my best performing agents because me and Mandy met and did not know each other.
That's amazing.
Did not know each other.
I don't even remember how it happened though.
I literally think you were we were talking about insurance and you're like, hey, I got another friend that does insurance.
Oh,
and I feel like you connected us in a DM chat
and
the rest is history.
Go.
Yep. Natasha's on the team. Yeah, so and Natasha also does Medicare. So if you guys have parents that need Medicare questions asked, that is Natasha's specialty. So so it's a crusade, and I would say it's a business that you can't get sick of because there's always someone to talk to.
Yes.
And I'm not selling you, I'm not promising you something that's not going to happen. Right? I'm not telling you you're going to lose weight. You're going to do no. If you pay this bill every month, when you pass away, your family's going to call me and we're going to run a check.
Yeah.
We're going to run a check.
We needed this conversation. This was a great conversation.
Canton, Ohio, $132,000. Guys, think about the people that you know in your family, not in your family, who have passed away in the last 30 days. Wow. Guys, if you know more than 5 and they didn't have insurance, we missed out on $500,000 getting dropped in this community in 30 days. I did a study a couple years ago. I was on this podcast with all these executive ladies, and I was like, I got to think of something prolific to say, right? And I was like, what am I going to Google? And it was today, right? It was what am I gonna present? Right. And it was, I'll never forget, it was a Wednesday, and what I Googled was gun deaths in America. How many are there? There were 90. So from Sunday to Wednesday, guys, remember Sunday to Wednesday is a slow period. 90 gun deaths. Sunday to Wednesday. And I don't need to tell you guys where all the gun deaths were, right? Cleveland, Chicago, Miami, so on, all the places where we live that look like us, right? And I think at that point, the average life insurance policy might have been $167 because I did the nation. But guys, 90 people times $10,000 of a funeral, $900,000. Wow. The funeral home industry is collecting.
Wow.
The funeral home, maybe I need to be a
funeral home director.
Right? But Man,
both.
but then when you think about 90 times at 167,000, it was like 15 million. 15 million in the community.
Wow.
Sunday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sunday to Wednesday.
Wow.
Do you know what would happen if insurance companies had to start paying out $15 million Sunday to Wednesday?
Man.
Oh, hey, listen.
Right.
Listen, you police, y'all gonna stop killing people
Yeah.
because we're not
those will
paying out.
change.
We need to
Reform in our
we
community.
need to edit the gun laws because
Wow.
hey, here at the
Yeah.
insurance companies, we're not gonna keep paying out
Yeah.
this money because by the way, insurance companies have to have the cash on hand that matches their. They don't operate like banks.
Really?
Y'all
I did not know
Y'all better
that.
be ready to give me my money when it
I never knew
Life
that.
insurance companies have to have those assets on hand with what they cover. Your bank can have, I think, it's like 18% of the money, and they
Which
just
is
do
why
whatever they
banks
want to
can
do.
crash and
Which
the
is what
government funds it.
Right, which is
they
what
back them
they
and
all
all
doing
that.
whatever they want to
Yes,
do.
that's what it is.
But literally, that blew me away. So, guys, when I'm talking about like life insurance, I need you to understand, it's life insurance because we're buying money. Life insurance is the difference, and it's the cheat code of our generational wealth. Is putting money into our community. Think about how many people we could have fed last month when they cut off SNAP.
Yeah.
Wow.
If we all just had extra $15 million,
Yeah.
because I can cover a funeral and pay off my house and do whatever. Oh, and by the way, I'm funding 50 of the turkey dinners that Brandon Donovan and his family were giving out. Right. It changes the game with what we can put back into our community because you guys know they're not coming to save us. We have to save us.
Absolutely.
Life insurance is the way, guys. We are going to save us. And I'm talking about $40, $50 a month to make a difference.
Woo!
That's
She
all.
just broke it
know
down
what else
today.
to say.
We're going to have her back
Look,
for
call me.
Life
Somebody
Insurance
have to make this a
Tuesdays.
series.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
We might have to bring
man,
it back.
We could do a series like we could talk about, because here's the thing, but what I would encourage you guys to do, if nothing else, talk to me or Mandy, talk to a life insurance agent. Della Hill's in the community. I know she's not with our company, but she's also a real estate agent. So for me, guys, there's not enough of us talking about life insurance. There's no wrong policy for you to have. You need one. That's the thing. You need to have one that is outside of your job. It definitely can be affordable. It'll have the living benefit that something happens to you. It's the difference of guys like living your lifestyle. And quite honestly, like I worked hard for 40 years. I'm not going back to, right? I'm not going to ask. I don't want to go. And at this point, like some of the guys, the help isn't there if something happens.
Right.
So we literally have to figure out how to save ourselves. So
Absolutely.
Or if it is there, you
Buy
know,
some
we're
life
gonna go through
insurance.
a bunch of hoops to get it.
become an agent. We also do a silent partner program, and that's something I'm kind of talking to you about. So if you're like, I'm kind of like the idea of the extra money, but I really don't want to learn something on. I have my own businesses. You can get licensed and essentially be like a referral agent. Like, hey, I'm gonna call you, this person, hey, so and so needs, and you can still make money that way and not be on any of the appointments. Mandy and I will run them all, and you just get a split of the business. So there's tons of people that have a network around like a radio show,
to connect to.
reaching in the community,
that's all just
platforms and
we
stuff.
might have a few things.
We can do that.
I don't know. I might know a couple people with some networks.
Oh.
But in the scheme of things, guys, literally, like, it's a game changer. Could be a potential game changer for, look. Mandy, he gotta stop himself, right?
Right.
Host not eligible.
I know,
right?
Okay, that's fine.
But so we're looking for people like to join the team, and this is basically, guys, how it is, right? When I'm on Zoom and we're this fun in real life, right? Covering families, guys, is probably the most entertaining thing that I've done. Every time I protect a family, I feel great, and the difference is like knowing that somebody is going to have the worst day of their life. They're going to be able to call me, and it's not going to make it better, but it's going to make it a little better.
Yes,
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, guys. Like, if I've already got to grieve, and especially like our children, right? Because we're like, well, our kids are young. Guys, can you imagine losing a kid, having to cover said like funeral that you don't have the money for, and just try to function?
Come on,
And then you got to go to work because you got other kids and other bills, right? Like you got other things
Can't afford
like.
to take off
I mean, in my mind, I can't wrap around that, right?
I know personally, like whenever it was time for my grandma, we had to do, like when they were telling us wasn't nothing coming, and no, it seemed think like that room was so quiet because it was like no one's gonna come in here and help. No one's gonna come in here and be like, but there is this, but there is that. There were things that we were like, okay, she wanted all of this. We're not gonna be able to do this. We can't go to the church. We're gonna have to do it here. We're gonna have to rent a casket, not get her casket. Now we're gonna have to, you know, and then you know, and then
Oh,
you
yes.
know, yeah, you can rent one. But we rented one because we ended up, you know, cremating her. But then I didn't realize that embalming was $2,000. So I was like, hey, don't do it. And then they were like, you waited too long, so we did it anyway. So you gotta pay for that because we already did it.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like, I didn't even cry at my grandma's funeral because I was like, after this, I gotta go into the office to go and talk to him about this and
Do
do
you
that.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, guys, that's
and then there's days
traumatic.
where you still find yourself grieving.
Yeah,
Because
I never got a chance to just be like.
Because here's the thing, because now you're uninsurable, because now you are the doctor getting depression medication. Because you've been, like, do you see what I'm saying?
The system, it just
It's literally like, because now, bro, I need a grief counselor. I need some time off work.
Yeah.
I might need to be on meds because I'm literally so stressed out that I couldn't even grieve.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
guys,
Well,
it's something
this was
that
a
seriously
necessary,
happens.
a very necessary conversation, and I'm really glad that we all had it. We're gonna have you back. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
cut these clips and put these clips down so that people, you know, can hear it over and over again. Because I think, like you said, this is the thing that is going to help us break some level of a generational curse when it comes definitely to our finances.
Yeah.
And being able to give our kids, like, it would just be crazy to see what our ancestors had went through. And then when we pass away, I can't give my baby nothing. Not even my house.
And by the way, right now, that's the number, guys. Black people in America, like, that's the stat on us, that we die and leave nothing.
That's wrong. That's wrong, and shame on us. You know?
And it's not just because we didn't have the opportunity to build wealth because of systemic racism. No, we have an opportunity right now to get insurance right now and have something that when we're gone will start at least start the ball rolling where somebody has something to build from.
We've got to talk about life insurance for ourselves. We got to talk about life insurance for our families. We got to talk about what does an annuity look like, which we didn't even talk about that.
Right.
So, like, all of our parents that have worked at Republic Steel, Timken Company, all these places for 40 years, guys, do y'all know that some of these people are retiring with $400,000, $500,000, $600,000?
Wow.
And they're just leaving it in a checking account?
Really?
Or in a savings
They
account?
don't know what to do with it.
Or they take it down to, you know, the guy at KeyBank or whatever it is now, right? And he's like, hey, yeah.
Let's go, lock it in.
Because guess what? Every time that guy in the bank manages your money, he gets a cut every year.
Yeah.
So he invests your stuff in stuff that's going to make you
He invests your stuff into life insurance.
But he doesn't tell you if the market crashes, all this money's gone. Right? But there's a thing called an annuity that is kind of like a pension that can pay you income for life where you don't lose money. Stock market crashes tomorrow,
You don't lose.
you have all your money.
Wow.
So, like, there's so many things between insurance and, like, that we just need to talk about to really protect the wealth that we've built. Or, like us, like, we've, you know, went to college. We did the hard work, right? We're paying off student loans. We're now working and building businesses.
Right.
And we have to be leaving something for our kids, right?
We can't be putting in all this work and not
listen,
leaving
my family, fun fact about my family, the Arnolds, we have our lineage traced back to the first slave in Georgia named Emily on plantation.
Wow.
I literally can tell you, like, I have relatives, right, that have built churches and different things. So for me, it's personal.
Wow.
Right? Like, I want my name in the, you know, in the book, right? But I want a paragraph and a picture.
Okay, let's go.
Because that girl was out there working for our, and
she
she,
changed things for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's like, we don't understand, like, guys, like, our ancestors were slaves. They went through hell. How dare you sit here and not have a job? And just be broke and then tell me you're going to depend on welfare. Okay, well, what happens when they cut that off?
Because they're going to cut that off.
Because you're going to want me to donate to you. And I told you months ago, you should have been an insurance agent. And by the way, I was sponsoring that too.
Wow.
So guys, like, understand that some of us that are doing the right things, the reason why we have the attitude, because I'm like, baby, you on Facebook, you got an iPhone 17, you got a newer iPhone than me. But you don't have life insurance.
I do. Don't say me. No,
Look,
it's right. Some people don't.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, guys, we just have to switch the priority.
You're right.
And the priority is, if something happens to me tomorrow, I'm not going to be homeless. My kids are not going to be homeless, right? Like, because some of our kids, like, they didn't have the lifestyle we had. Right. My kids wouldn't even know how to go be homeless. Do you see what I'm like? You know, my sisters are here now. Like, our kids wouldn't even know how to be homeless. Like, what do you mean? There's no food in the fridge, Mom. Like,
what do you mean?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, our kids, guys, wouldn't even understand this, right? So how dare us getting ready to die and not leave them any money?
Right. They're gonna be out here.
Listen, my kids good at what they like. Mommy, how much is? Don't worry about that, y'all. Y'all be all right.
Right.
Y'all be all right.
Be here when you need it.
But literally, guys, life insurance is buying money. is the smartest thing that you can buy. It is the cheat code that other cultures, right, have used for years. For years.
Right.
Yeah, and I think this is another one of those things too, where all our life we're taught that you got to pay your bills. Hey, you got to put gas in your car. You got to make sure when the lights come on, you go and do this. You gotta, right? So this is something that we have to learn. Like we have to unlearn that we don't need it. It's just one of those things that we missed out on. No one taught us. We missed out, and now it's time.
I would have had a life insurance license at 18. I would have not went to college.
Yeah, right.
I would have stayed here at Canton, Ohio, and been on the corner, probably still at sign flipping.
I don't think
for
when
life
our
insurance.
parents have us that they're like, I don't care about this kid, and if I don't think that's their mindset.
Yeah.
It's just the lack of knowledge. Y'all didn't know that when I was born, y'all should be
Or
getting
it's the
life
only thing
insurance
you get the
policy
Gerber
out of me.
policy, right? So then you buy the Gerber policy, like, oh yeah, and then like the kid gets 18, they're like, by the way, it's $3 of cash in here. Hey, have a good time.
Wow. It's nothingness.
It's
Wow.
Gerber's not the best. Don't sue me, Gerber. But but to your point, the light is on, right?
Yeah.
And really, the light is on the minute we're born, unfortunately, because we're all gonna die. So right, we're all gonna pay taxes and die. Those are two things that are for sure, right? And your kids can get life insurance at 14 days old.
And to my people, because I'm 31, I know there's still some people that
old.
are a little bit younger than me, but I think we're so hooked on the credit cards and building our credit and doing this, get the life insurance first.
Put the life insurance on the credit card. $40 a month, pay it off, improve your credit
What?
score.
There you go. There you go. I think the big. Let's see, a lot of young adults and people that as they're becoming adults are like, I gotta get my credit right and I gotta get my this right, so I can go and get me a house and a car and all this. But what you're not thinking about is if I die in the midst of this,
what's gonna happen?
what's going all this
and
hard
even after I
work
got
I'm
it,
putting
and
in
it really
to go
is.
get this house, to go get this, to go do that, all this working, and then I got into an accident and now.
I mean, can you imagine that though? Like you worked hard for everything, and then all of us, like one thing is just gone.
Wow.
Somebody sold the house. Now these people living in it. You driving by the house like, damn.
Like literally. But you're right. Like, could you imagine that? Like your house you just had, you driving to somebody else's in there.
No,
Like,
I do it
see
all the
that
time.
happen. You
I do it
just
all
said
the
that.
time. My grandma still, I love my family.
Yes.
They sold my grandma's house, and at the time when my uncles didn't have anywhere to stay, and I was like, rent the house out to Unc. Like just let me have it, like but keep it. And I think that was a real moment of they just didn't know. Keep that. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, keep the house in the family. Rent it out. Section 8, right? For something, but it's an asset. Yeah.
When I ride by and just see it now, I'm like thinking, and even my grandpa, they put so much work into it. Once they got older, they put ramps on there. It caught on fire, so they had insurance, and it got all new stuff in there. And now somebody in there.
Like it's like a brand new, right?
Somebody's just enjoying it.
Just
not
even enjoying it. Look a little.
Oh, they just
so
beat
that
hurts.
So that hurts even more, right? Knowing
That
what
hurts.
your
That's why
knowing the
I
work your
grew
family
up
put
over
into
there.
it.
Y'all
Right?
got the siding falling off.
Levette made a great point. Buy life insurance for your little loves for Christmas.
There we go.
Not just toys.
Yes.
You know, that is a really good. I bought DJ some stock one time for Christmas.
Absolutely.
I didn't know what to get him, right? And I was like, he been into stocks. Like, this is perfect. Like, this is an investment, right?
Yeah.
Same freaking thing. $6 for
A year wouldn't even cost you $100.
Yeah. And can you do that if someone wants to just pay it off for a year? Or can you just do
okay.
that?
Yeah.
So if I can just put it down and be done.
You can pay it off a year. I tell people we encourage that at like tax time. Because a lot of times the kids policy.
You're talking about $72 for the year for a kid policy?
Correct.
You could pay that
The
off.
most expensive kid policy we sell is $23.17 a month, and it's $50,000.
Wow.
So 23 times 12. So literally right? Yes, guys.
Wow.
Like
Our kids covered for $50K under $150 a month.
Yeah, like when I tell you guys, like let me see my phone. I can run some quotes right now. Like literally 10 years old. Maybe it's like you want $10,000 on your kids. And here's the thing, guys. Let's go, because we got some agent texts. Let's go.
Good job, y'all.
Good
job, y'all.
I guarantee you, if you on my phone, I'm gonna help you get paid. We're gonna protect families, and we're gonna get paid.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, y'all.
Good job.
So literally, there's this little quotes app, and this is another thing. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, insurance is so hard." No, it's not. What's your age? How old are you?
You want to do me?
Yeah. Or let's do your son. How old is he?
He's 7.
So literally, guys, you call me today, or I'll post this in the chat. You guys can too. Like, how much insurance do I need? So he's 7. If we want to do $25,000, it's going to be $12.08 a month.
There we go.
So $145.
I give him that and more.
Listen, we're cash apping kids more than $12.
Literally. He want a donut in the morning.
Listen, my nephew like,
right.
my cash app, I don't have to send $10, right? Like,
$12 a month.
listen, $12 a month. And here's the thing, guys. Those are the one thing that, and you brought this up, is when we all start selling insurance, I don't want to create another bill for you.
Yeah.
I really want this to be something that comes out, you don't think about it, and worst comes to worst, you're like, hey, and it's living benefits for the kids too. So what if something happens to your kids?
Right. It's an agent app, right? Or is it something
well, it's called Quotes, and it's
okay.
like people won't know how to use it, but it's a mutual Omaha app.
Okay.
But literally, yeah. So when I have agents, like this is what we use.
Oh,
you know, for kids, hey, how is your kid? How is your mom? We can do the same thing. You know, is your mom in good health? I can tell you right now how much 10, 20,000 is going to be. And a lot of these policies, guys, they're instant approval. So if they're not approved right now, they're approved tomorrow. And a lot of the things we do are actually no medical exam.
What about, okay, I got a question. And what if, like, now, I don't know, my grandma handled herself on her own, right? What if somewhere along the way, because she said she had insurance, like she had all but I think what happened was,
it's some of that fine print.
Yeah, but I do think my grandma, she was a funny lady, and I feel like that was her one last little hurrah. I was like, girl, what are you doing? I think she took out in the policy, within that 2-year frame. She already had it. I don't know if she took a new one out. She had heart failure. Yeah. So she was already sick. So I feel like something. But what if do you think if something got misconstrued, if something happened, and I'm like, Rachel, can you take a look at this? And you see like, no, they messed up. They should have gave you this. Would you be able to backtrack that?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because I'm over here thinking,
girl, a contract is a contract.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think, too, a lot of times we forget, like, so, you know, when Big Mama, I'm sorry, I keep just using it for grandma. But, right, when Medea or grandma, when she's 80, though, guys, like, should she still be paying her own bills?
Should she?
Do we know if she's paying this bill every month?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at some point, too, I think when we're the caretakers, right, okay, still paying for cell phone, grandma. You don't even know how much you're paying for your cell phone. But I need to pay that life insurance bill because I need to know that. But I think most of it, it's been, we sold her a term policy. It expired at 65. It expired at 70. Wow. And those are the things that like the old terrible agents would not explain. So like literally one of the things when we're on calls, I would ask people like, did I answer all the questions? Do you have any other questions, right? Like, do you have it? And if you if you have another question, right? That's why I'm gonna give out my real phone number. You text me, you call me, you send me a DM on Facebook, you find me wherever we're at. Yeah. You know, people show up on me at Walgreens like, you got my insurance done? Like, literally, you know, find me where I'm at. But it's literally some of the things like you have to make sure people explain. Because even like term policies, if someone has a smaller budget, I'm getting you several $100,000 of insurance. Right. But if you want this to be permanent, you got to convert it to something permanent before 70.
Gotcha.
Right? But understand between now and 70, there may be some health issues, there may be some things that happen. So you've got insurance, you're guaranteed to get more, but it might be a little bit more expensive. Yes. So that's the other thing. Once you have insurance, something comes into play called guaranteed insurance. Like, hey, I have insurance now, so you've got to give me something else. And that's the key to the kids too, because if they've got insurance as kids, no matter what they get in the future, pre-existing conditions, otherwise, they're covered forever.
That's awesome. This has been amazing. This has been one of our best shows ever. Most insightful. Can't wait to even just like Danny was saying, put these clips out there, get people thinking about it. To those who are going to go and become agents after today's show, we want to hear your stories and have y'all all back. And we just have to do this more often because this is not just one of those things where it's like, oh, we have a guest and she just has some information. This is life changing.
Yeah, no, this is something that we need as, like I said, as a culture, breaking these generational curses, trauma, whatever we want to call it.
Money moves things, guys. Like money talks. Yes. Like literally, like I said, you know, if you think about the life insurance companies having to pay out to us for all the things that because think about it, right? The medical companies got us on medications, right? The police are beating us up, right? The regular government's not supporting all of these things.
And the statistics are there. They know who got life insurance and who don't. They know
because I Googled general Ohio. I didn't Google how many I didn't want to, come up with crazy stats. But that's the other thing, guys. Like, they're banking on us not to know. Yeah. They're banking on us not to buy life insurance because they're banking on us to be consumers and buy all these things and not be prepared. And that's the difference, guys. Money, I guarantee you, these insurance companies are having to pay out these death benefits for gun. They're going to start changing laws because the insurance companies are flat out going to go lobby Washington like, hey, we got to change laws.
Right.
Because we can't pay out all this money.
Yep.
We don't want to, right?
Well, I think, hey, y'all, let's put.
Let's get them down there. Let's get them down there.
Let's make some changes. Like, they're we try to riot and we try to go in and sit in on meetings and we try to go, but we gotta hit them where it hurts. And no, you didn't try. We did. But we gotta hit them where it hurts.
You're like, not right,
protest.
but some of the injustices though, some of the injustices though
things.
deserve a riot, and the problem is we can't really riot. But guys, rioting with that money the same way they do, it's a different. Because guess what? You can riot quiet. Like look here,
we don't gotta be. We don't gotta be loud. We don't gotta be. We can be. No, I got my life insurance, or I got this and I got that, and
just change the game. Start going into places. Are you pre-qualified? No, man, but I got $50,000 in this. We can't
let this slip away, y'all. Like this is one of those things. It's like when we do get frustrated with things that are happening in our community, this is one of the ways that we can, like, when people are always like, I don't want to go vote, I don't know if it'll count. Just try it, please.
Just go anyway.
Just please try it. Just put it.
That's the other thing they're waiting for us to say.
McDonald's started McDonald's with life insurance policy. JCPenney started JCPenney with life insurance policy. Disney started Disney World with a life insurance policy. Ladies and gentlemen,
Walt Disney.
What are we talking about?
Walt Disney wanted to open Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah.
And his investors were like, an amusement park, bro.
For Disney, you make cartoons, right?
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
So he literally borrowed money from his cash value life insurance policy. Launched Disneyland.
One of the most wealthy.
350 million visitors later. Every time you guys shop at JCPenney, right? Is this still open at Kansas Center?
Yeah, it's still open.
My mom and them
I go there.
Pennies, right? Pennies. Every time Pennies gets in financial trouble, guys, guess what they do? They tap into their life insurance.
Because they keep coming back.
Because they keep coming back. They're using their life insurance.
Man, it's keeping the business alive.
So now I have an idea for a business.
When Stanford was launched by a husband and wife, they paid salaries for a little bit out of cash value life insurance policies.
Love that. Love that. We're going to learn the rest of this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been amazing. Rachel, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
Our pleasure.
I got to get life insurance. I need y'all to get life insurance, or I'm going to be mad at y'all and you're not allowed watching the show anymore. Because life insurance.
Listen, don't let us catch nobody in this chat. Don't let us catch you on GoFundMe.
Don't let that happen tomorrow.
No more.
Because I'm going to start calling folks out.
Okay, you should. Because we have to work together. Like
we do.
And especially like you said.
Well, here's the thing. GoFundMe has a purpose. I'd rather, like, for example, if somebody has started a Canton GoFundMe, right? Like, let's donate to this GoFundMe to feed our community when they cut the SNAP benefit. Okay. That's what GoFundMe's for.
Right. Not for something you could have easily
prepared for. A lot of the things that we should prepare for, it's not for that.
Right.
But like leave the GoFundMe and the things that where we need to donate and do that, like let's do that. But even that, I'd rather still donate to a local, you know, organization, right? Like Ron and Tony, like they got together. I was at meetings. Yeah. We were figuring out how we were gonna feed. Right, I got waters in my trunk right now.
Right,
you know that I bought at the store that my kids like, we gonna drink those. No, those are for the community.
Yeah, right.
For the community. But literally, it's like we all gotta pitch in. And for me, you know, even like Brandon the turkeys, like I feel like I was like, shoot, next year, like I need to get to a point where me and my team are doing like 40. Right, like we need to really make an impact. And a lot of that, I mean, it's gonna be funded from my life insurance business. You know.
That's amazing.
I love that. All right, you guys. So I put in the chat earlier where y'all could find her. She's on Facebook. She is on TikTok.
Like, let me check who want to be agents. For
okay, and she's getting text messages about agents, and I put that in the chat too. Cause y'all been talking a lot. All right, here we go. Maybe. Okay, here goes her number. If you guys want to be considered to be sponsored as an agent to become a new life insurance. Agent. New life insurance agent. Text this number and say agent, and she will get you all the information that you need. They're sponsoring 4 people, so first come, first serve. And earlier in the chat, Mandy said this is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, so if you're really wanting, like you've been thinking about it, you want to try it.
It really depends on your network, though. Because you know somebody with about a couple $100,000 in a rollover. And let's put this in perspective, right? So guys, most life insurance agents, our new agents, one policy if someone's spending $50 a month, it's about a $200 to $250 commission for them. It takes
Over
me.
in a
It takes
year?
me. No.
What?
One policy.
What do you mean?
So if I'm meeting with a client and they're going to buy a policy where they're spending $50 a month, that's about a $200 to $200.50 commission for me as the agent.
How soon does that pay out?
That pays out probably in 2 days after the policy gets approved. So that's the other
About to
thing.
end this show.
So that's the other.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Live has been real. Here now, Lucas Life.
So that's the other thing so Mandy's saying it's not a get rich quick scheme, but guys, the average pay rate for a life insurance agent is a couple $100 per hour. So it doesn't take me long. Like a kid's policy, I write a kid's policy in 15 minutes.
Right. And then you make
How long did we say? Probably an hour.
Probably.
Max. And that's
Max.
probably because we were talking about other stuff.
And I've just
other
been
than life
paying
insurance.
it for years, and it's still you get commission off of that, right?
It's residual, so I probably get maybe $2 now, but I got
Hey.
paid the 2
I
days
love
after I
that.
sold
Okay,
it.
that's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. I'm
So
glad,
that's what
and
I'm
I'm
saying,
glad to see somebody who I know
Yes.
and trust getting a piece of something that I'm paying into, and then I get a piece. Again, that's all in the community. We're all together
it's in the
on this.
community.
Yes.
Like I'm paid to educate you guys, and I'm trying to get y'all some money.
Yeah.
Trying to get y'all some
I'm
money.
gonna try to.
As an agent or as a client, either way, let's chat about it, guys. No pressure. I'm gonna talk to you just like this.
Chat
We're gonna
live.
ask questions.
Let's
Chat
chat.
live, okay?
Let's
Listen,
chat.
we are just trying to, bridge the gap and bring y'all resources, to this platform. You could be anywhere. You can, we're scrolling, we're watching, get on live, whatever we're doing. But Lucas Live is about this. It's about helping our community, educating our community, and becoming better. Becoming richer. We want to get more money. We want to know more. We want to just be well off. And I mean, obviously, I didn't know that life insurance was probably where I need to start at. But that's where we got to start at. It's life insurance, our life. This is our livelihood that we're talking about. So, Rachel Pettis, y'all, the Pettis Effect,
The Hope team,
the
all of
whole
y'all,
team,
all of it.
everybody in
Check
the
'em
chat. This is serious, y'all. So, listen.
Thank you guys so much who are watching.
I'm ending the show.
Make sure you guys follow us at Lucas Live Media on whatever platforms you guys are on. Make sure you're following Rachel Pettis. Make sure you get with her. If you have more questions, that number is there.
Text
Do
agent.
not be afraid to reach out, whether you're looking for insurance or
Please
whether you're
reach out.
interested in
No
being an
question
agent.
is a bad question. Also,
Please reach out today.
Please reach out. Text me. Don't text me at midnight or whatever. But any
11:59
question you
is
guys
cool.
have, 11:59 is still fair game. No, my phone will be on. I got apps for that, right? Text me anytime. I'll get back to you. And if I can't, one of my team members will. But we'll make sure to answer your questions, get you some good info. And if I'm not the right fit or whatever work, we'll figure it out and direct you in the right. But we can cover.
I'm gonna become an
anybody.
agent, so if she's not the right fit, I'll be the right fit.
Right,
got you.
Danny got y'all.
I got y'all.
Danny got you.
All right, man. I'm Danny Williams.
I'm Lucas Tyndale.
And this was another episode of Chattin Live with our girl Rachel Pettis. We will see y'all next week. Okay. All right.
Have a
bye.
good day, everybody.